are pretty good. The defense is giving up about 8.2, 8.3 points per ball game, and the offense is averaging about 33 points a ball game. They scored over 30 points 7 out of their first 10 games, so the Roughriders will have their hands full. It'll be third down. We'll give the ball to Henshin. It'll be close to a first down.
Hamilton says that the ball was out, but the officials are pointing to the ground saying he was down. Fortunate there for St. Mary's, and now a real tough third down here for Coach Bo Fry. It looks like he's going to punt. Fourth down, sorry.
He's bringing in the punting unit. That'll bring in all Western Buckeye League Specialists of the Year, Brandon Bowers. And he'll stand at about his own 27-yard line.
Oh, the St. Mary's fake punt is wide open. Wow.
Bowers punt and is fair caught by number 11 for Hamilton Badin, and that is Braden Moore.
With that punt, Badin will take over at their 34-yard line.
Not a real great punt, wind in Brandon Bowers' face, but Joe, what I noticed there on that punt was the entire right side of there was only 3 down linemen for Badin. They had everybody up out off the ball and far back. That's really setting up a fake punt situation for St. Mary's.
Their quarterback is 6'1", 165-pound senior Landon Vidoric. And he'll hand the ball off to Jack Walsh, and Walsh has gone to the 45 to the 40, and he's tackled by Hemmelgarn, but not before he reaches the Rough Rider 36-yard line.
Yeah, from watching film on Hamilton Badin, they're primarily going to want to run, and they're going to do a lot of zone read running with the quarterback and that running back right there. Really, St. Mary's had them bottled up 2-3 yards past the line of scrimmage, and just not a good job of wrapping them up. Kind of similar to what we saw against Franklin the very first play of the game.
Bedoric, the quarterback, he'll give the ball to Walsh again, and he'll go right up the middle. It'll be another first down for the Hamilton Badin Rams. Jack Walsh, a 5'8", 175-pound senior, had 168 carries on the year for 1,183 yards and 14 touchdowns on the year. So really the catalyst of their offense is Walsh and their quarterback, Vidoric. Vidoric in the shotgun. Snap, give it to Walsh, and he is tackled by the Rough Rider defense for little to no gain.
Much better job that time of the Rough Rider defensive line getting off their blocks, getting into the backfield right now, not giving Walsh any time to get going.
Well, we'd like to thank everybody that is joining us on Rider Nation Station, and of course you're listening to the audio portion of this game live. Due to a contract with Spectrum Cable and the Ohio Athletic Association, we're only allowed to do audio live because they've got an exclusive contract with the OHSAA. Vidoric's pass is caught by number 11. That's Braden Moore. Moore's a 6'1", 180-pound junior. 42 receptions, 451 yards on the year, 3 touchdowns.
Brings up a huge 3rd and 4 here.
So a big play for the Rough Rider defense. Vidoric, he'll hand the ball to Walsh. Walsh breaks a tackle. He's inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It'll be a first down.
So far, St. Mary's is sort of stunning it inside, moving some men around, putting some linebackers into the holes. But with that zone read rushing offense from Hamilton Badin, what they're doing is they're just looking, taking their time, seeing where that hole is and going there. It's not necessarily a called hole. It's a let everybody sort of zone block, let the defenders take themselves out of the play. And so far, Walsh is taking advantage of it.
High snap. Walsh has it. Nice tackle there by the Rough Rider defensive front. First man in, I believe, is Stosh Patterson. And also Drew Dameyer. Good contingency of Rough Rider faithful across the way here at Trotwood, Ohio. Pitch, it goes to Walsh. Walsh puts his head down, and he is tackled by the Roughriders. Stosh Patterson in on the tackle. Braxton King as well as Jace Schaefer. So it'll bring up 3rd down and goal. The ball will be placed at the 5-yard line. So we'll see if this Rough Rider defense can rise to the occasion and stop this high-powered Badin offense. Landon Vidoric in the shotgun. High snap. He's going to throw the football. It's caught. Touchdown, Badin Rams.
Number 2, Brady Imhoff, just did a little out route there. Bad snap to the quarterback, but he did a good job of collecting his composure. And unfortunately, there's just not a St. Mary's defender out there really able to, in position to make any kind of play on that little out route.
Touchdown, Caden Sharp.
So in to do the kicking will be Jackson Neeson. The offensive line will shift. As they lined up on the left hash, they'll shift to the center of the field. The snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 7:01 remaining here in the first quarter, it's the Hamilton Badin Rams 7 and the St. Mary's Rough Riders nothing on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard. We'll take a break. We'll come right back with the Ram kickoff right after this.
Albert Sporting Goods is here to outfit your team, both on and off the field. Since 1980, Albert Sporting Goods has serviced schools, clubs, and businesses throughout Ohio. For all of your uniform, spirit wear, and equipment needs, make it Albert Sporting Goods. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Alrighty, we welcome you back to Trotwood Madison High School. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station, bringing you this Division III Region 12 regional semifinal game. The Badin Rams on top of the Rough Riders on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard. This Rough Rider kickoff return brought to you by Lori Elton, State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. Hemmelgarn will pick it up at the 18. He's headed back up the middle. He's got blockers. He's to the 40. He's to the 50. He's to the 45, the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown!
No flags!
Riders.
No flags, Joe!
No flags on the play.
That's what we've seen for the last couple of weeks. Nobody wants to kick it deep to St. Mary's, and that's why.
Exactly.
Just a little bit of a miscalculation from their kicker. Let it get back to Braden Hemmelgarn, and the double line delivered.
Good job by the Rough Rider special teams, and I want to say he took it back about, 87 yards maybe?
Yeah, I think he took it about the 17, 18-yard line.
So now the point after touchdown will come with Bowers to do the point after.
Missing some players on the point after touchdown. Actually, the delay is they're getting the ball out there.
Because the Rough Riders have the choice to use their own football.
Right.
Obviously, Badin kicked off with theirs. The Rough Riders want to use their own. So it's 6:47. Here's the point after by Bowers. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So it didn't take long for the Rough Riders to answer. 6:47 remaining in the first quarter on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard. It's the Badin Rams 7, your St. Mary's Rough Riders 7. Back with the Rough Rider kickoff right after this.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 supports veterans programs such as Gifts for Yanks, Support the Troops, Comfort Warriors, Blood Donor, POW MIA programs, as well as children and youth programs. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, Scholarships in Education, Boy Scouts, Oratorical, and Shooting Sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
This Rough Rider kickoff is being brought to you by Lori Elton, State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. Bowers' kick will go deep, and it'll be taken by Moore. Moore to the right side. He's to the 20, to the 25, to the 30 before he's pushed out of bounds. I think he's going to be shoved out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. Well, they'll spot it at the 28.
Pretty deep kick, was able to receive it on the 5-yard line.
The Rams return the ball to the 20.
That's kicking into the wind as well.
Exactly.
Not a strong wind, but wind nonetheless.
Well, when you look out, Zach, from where we're at, and we look out all across the veranda, does it remind you of anything?
A little bit of Bellbrook last year.
I do believe.
I don't see any lightning, though,
no,
so that's good.
Exactly. Well,
Joe, that kick return for a touchdown cannot be overstated. I don't
absolutely
think
not.
That resets the score. We've got a whole brand new ball game. Defense has a time to recover now.
Pass out to Moore. He's to the 40, and he's run out of bounds at about the 48-yard line, so it'll be first down for the Hamilton-Badin Rams.
Just a quick pass to the flats. Thought Caden Sharp was getting held there a little bit by that wide receiver on that side.
6:35 remaining here in the first quarter on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard.
Rams first down.
Fedoric. Give the ball to Walsh. And we'll give him a gain of 7 on the play. We'll call it second down and 2.
Well, they've got a lot of size on their offensive line, and so far on a couple of these plays, they're just kind of having their ways with the St. Mary's defensive line, which we haven't seen another team do very much this season.
3 receivers to the right. Fedoric with the option. He's going to keep it himself. Now he's going to pitch it to Walsh. He'll get the first down. Kind of a option type of play for Fedoric. It goes down and he reads the defensive end or the linebacker, whatever comes first, and then he pitches it out to Walsh. He picks up the first down. They'll move the chains, and it'll be first and 10 for the Hamilton-Badin Rams. 5:51 remaining. Clock is running here in the first quarter on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard. The 3 receivers to the right move to the left. They're going to roll to the left, and it's a little pass out to number 81 on the reception. That's Eric Rawlings.
Yeah, it kind of looked like it was a screen setup the way that the defenders came in, but there was really no screen.
Kind of looked
pass.
like a screen, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it was just a sort of a tight end peel where he blocked a little bit and then he just kind of peeled off into the flats. Although he's not a tight end either, he's just a tall receiver, so I'm not sure where he came from.
First and 10 for Hamilton-Badin. The ball is at the Rough Rider 28-yard line. 9 seconds on the play clock. Fedoric stands up, quick pass out that goes to. Pass was caught by Rawlings, but I'll tell you what, he's going to lose a yard or 2 on that particular play. Good job by the Rough Rider defense.
Keegan Sharp with the tackle for the loss to bring the
that was actually 81 that caught that again. Eric Rawlings.
Keegan Sharp.
Keegan Sharp,
him to
nice
the ground.
Nice little wrestling move there, a little hip toss.
Fedoric, now he's going to pitch it to Rawlings. No, it's not Rawlings. That's Moore. And Moore gets run out of bounds.
Yeah, just a little kind of a jet sweep looking play. Instead of a handoff, just a little pitch in front of him.
That'll stop the clock at 4:28 on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard.
Just like that, it's 3rd and 9. Good job from St. Mary's defense, bending but not breaking here in the red zone. Need one more stop here, put some pressure on the Rams.
Fedoric is flushed out of the pocket. He's got people on. He's going to run out of bounds at the 18-yard line. He puts a pop on Sullivan.
Yeah, this is a tough team, Joe. So far, that's what I've seen. They're not afraid to hit, and they're not afraid to take hits.
Nope.
And as much as we think, we always think of St. Mary's as a team that likes to deliver a lot of hits.
Exactly.
They're matching them tonight.
Well, Jackson Neeson will be on to attempt a 35-yard field goal. Kick is up, and the kick is
good.
Good. So Jackson Neeson hits it from 35 yards out, and the Hamilton Badin Rams take a 3-point lead at the 4:17 mark here in the first quarter. So we'll take a break with the score. The Hamilton Badin Rams 10, St. Mary's Roughriders 7 on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard. Back with the
St. Mary's lead.
TV everywhere.
TV everywhere?
That's right, everywhere. You can watch TV from your tablet, your phone, your laptop, any mobile device, anywhere you want.
Laundromat?
Yes.
Grocery store?
Yes.
Park?
Yes.
What if I wanted to watch TV at home?
All your favorite networks all the time. It's TV everywhere from TSC.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Back at Trotwood Madison High School, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station. 4:17 remaining here in the first quarter. The Badin Rams 10, the St. Mary's Roughriders 7. The last time this happened, Braden Hemmelgarn took it to the house. This kickoff return brought to you by Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. This is Sullivan. Sullivan to the 30, and he'll get to the 31 before he is brought down by the Hamilton Badin special team. So the Roughriders,
A little bit better of a squib kick there from Hamilton, but
well, of course, they kicked it to the other side of the field, too, so they kicked it away from Hemmelgarn.
31-yard line on the first down.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Roughriders. The ball will be placed at their own 31-yard line. 4:12 remaining first quarter on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard. Chase Jacobs, the center, out over the football. The Roughriders in a full house backfield. Give the ball to Sullivan. Sullivan will get to the 35-yard line, so we'll give him a gain of about 4 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 6.
nice little fake up the middle, because I saw Ross Henson get tackled by 2 or 3 Hayden Badin defenders. Also saw Jay Schaefer limp off the field. Hope lets us temporary, and he'll be back out. They definitely need him, especially on defense.
Gavin Reinecke, the quarterback, runs over and gets the play from head coach Bo Fry. Now he has his offensive line set. Turn. Give the ball to Hemmelgarn. Hemmelgarn again a couple.
Hemmelgarn did a nice job of going north and south like he always does. Picks a nice hole there behind his guards. But, man, he was one defender pulling him back, 77. Hunter Harrison pulling him back. He was from breaking that for a real long one. I wouldn't be surprised if they look to hand it off to Braden Hemmelgarn again for another sweep.
We'll call it 3rd down and 3. The ball is placed at the Rough Rider 38-yard line. Long count by Reinecke. Pitch. Hemmelgarn squares his shoulders. He'll have a Fowler TV first down, so they'll move the chains. Good job blocking on the right side of that field, led by number 62, Greg Felver.
Yeah, Ryan Meyer on that side, and guards Davis and Stosh Patterson out there in front. Nice little toss sweep to Ross Henson.
Oh, no. 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. 2:20 remaining here in the first quarter on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard.
A little bit of rain starting here, Joe.
Henson, we've got a Dave Weilbacher penalty flag thrown on the play. Ross Henson, no gain on the play. So we'll see what the laundry's all about.
Signaling block below the waist. Not sure if offense or defense, but probably against the offense.
Rough Riders are moving back, so they'll go back 5, I believe. Nope. That's a big play. That's 15.
Illegal chop block.
Well, what they said was that the center had shot out and it was low, and the guard was pushing the same guy high.
Oh.
So it was like hitting him low and high at the same time. And that's not a good sign if they're calling that early on, because
they'll watch it.
That's going to be something that comes up a lot more.
Watch it the rest of the game.
Yep.
So it'll be 1st and 25 for the Rough Riders. Ball is at their own 27-yard line.
A little straight dive on the left side there from Braden Himmelgarn.
So we'll bring up second down and 20. Gain of 5 by Himmelgarn. Clock is continuing to run. 1:35 remaining in the first quarter on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard.
I think they're thinking a pass here. Most of the time that there's any kind of delay like that, they're thinking some sort of pass.
Keegan Sharp wide to the left, turn. Reineke's going to throw. They're going to look like it for a screen pass. He throws it into the ground. Pass was intended for Aiden Hinkle, but he was covered by 2 Hamilton Badin Rams, so Reineke wisely threw it into the ground.
Yeah, he's going to watch that on film, though, and watch the right side over here. Ryan Meyer and his throwback pass to Himmelgarn were just wide open at the.
Well, hopefully somebody sees that and relays that down, and that could be, throwback. Throwbacks are usually open.
Yeah.
If you don't normally do that on the course of a ball game, the throwbacks are pretty well wide open. Reineke's going to roll. Now they're going to throw it back. He's got Himmelgarn, and he overthrows him.
Oh.
Well, apparently they saw it, and they were throwing it back. Himmelgarn was open, but just pass was too high.
Reineke had a guy in his face right now. He had to get rid of the ball.
Yeah. Yep. So it'll bring up 4th down and 20, and in comes Brandon Bowers. He'll be standing at his own 15-yard line. We've got timeout on the field, official timeout. Let's see what's happening. I think the ball must have blew back a little bit, so they're going to reset the football. 1:04 remaining on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard. Some light rain starting to fall here at Trotwood High School. There's the punt, nice high punt by Bowers, and it's taken by Moore. He's going to run to the left. He's got room out front. He puts on a move. He's got 1 man to beat. He cuts back across the field. He's to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Moore. So, and just like that, the Hamilton Badin Rams score with a special teams punt return.
Yeah, the St. Mary's right side of their punt coverage got sucked in all the way to the hash marks. They left a huge lane on that left side of the field.
Jackson Neeson in to do the point after for Hamilton Badin, who now has stretched their lead to 16-7 with 49 ticks remaining here in the first quarter on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard. The Rams will run to the left, and our offensive line will shift to the back to the center of the field. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 49 seconds remaining on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard in the first quarter, it's the Hamilton Badin Rams 17, the St. Mary's Roughriders 7. We'll be back right after this.
Auglaize Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or auglaizeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaize Equipment Rental. Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider athletics and the Memorial student athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
This Rough Rider kickoff return is being brought to you by Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance in St. Mary's. Sullivan and Himmelgarn back to return kick for the Rough Riders. Another squib kick. It's going to be taken by Colton Mabry, it looks like.
Yep, sure was Colton.
Colton Mabry will get the ball back to the St. Mary's 43-yard line, while the Rough Riders will have it 1st and 10, 44 seconds remaining on the clock here in the first quarter.
Colton did a great job of chopping his feet when he hit the pile and just pushed that for another 7 or 8 yards on that kick return. Well, now offense needs to answer here.
Turn, give the ball to Mabry, and he's pushed back. We'll give him a gain of a yard. We'll call it 2nd down and 9 for the Rough Riders. Clock is rolling, 25 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. On the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard, Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station, bringing you the Division III Region 12 regional semifinal game. Full house in the backfield for the Rough Riders. Turn, give it to Hemmelgarn. And Hemmelgarn a gain about 3 on the play, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. With the score on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard, the Hamilton Badin Rams 17, St. Mary's Rough Riders 7. It's time now for the Big Ralph Rider replay, brought to you by our friends at Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub, home of the Big Ralph Sub, Pizza, and Calzone. Give them a call at 419-394-2244. We hope you enjoy this edition of the Big Ralph Rider replay.
In life, as in football, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you will need for retirement, family security, and life. With Prudential Advisors, that's what you'll get. Someone who can help you build that financial strategy. To get started, contact Kelsey Burke, Financial Planner, and Denny Louth, Financial Advisor, at 419-394-8879 today. In life, as in football.
All righty, we welcome you back to Trotwood Madison High School Football Stadium. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. First quarter is in the books, and Zach, what's your assessment of the first quarter?
Well, 2 special teams mistakes for both teams. Unfortunately for the St. Mary's side, just not good enough offense. 1 first down, 2 first downs maybe. Offense needs to take some pressure off the defense and off the special teams by getting down the field here and putting one in the end zone.
Pitch to Ross Hench, and he spin move, and boy, he is met there head on. We'll give him a gain of about 1 on the play. Tell you what, the Hamilton Badin defense pursues pretty good.
Yeah, we're not catching them. We're not catching them not knowing where the ball is. We're not catching them with fakes. They're putting 3 or 4 guys in our face right now. We've kind of gone away from the inside run. I think we should get back to that as well. We were able to push them a few times early on.
Bowers punting with the wind behind him. Fair catch caught by Harrison. No, that's Rawlings.
Fair catch called at the 25-yard line, where Badin will take over with a first down.
So Hamilton Badin will have it 1st and 10. Riders didn't do much on that offensive possession. So the Badin Rams will have it at their own 25-yard line. Landon passes to, hands off to Walsh, I believe.
I think the quarterback actually just kept it that time, Joe.
Vaduric.
It was a fake. It was a fake zone read and then a fake end around, and then the quarterback kept it through the hole.
So Landon Vaduric will keep it. He'll gain about 1 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 9. Vaduric, beside him is Jack Walsh. Long count. Vaduric will roll to the right. He's got riders behind him, and he'll throw it out. The pass is not caught. It was incomplete.
Yeah,
Pass was caught by Quinn Brannon, a sophomore, but he caught it out of bounds.
Yeah, well out of bounds. Pretty nice arm there from the quarterback. But great job from the Rough Rider defense stepping up here 3rd and 11. This is what the Rough Riders need to get back in this.
They force the Rams to punt. They should get the ball in fairly decent field position. But it'll be 3rd down. We'll call it 11. Baduric, the quarterback, he'll send Walsh in motion. Goes back and a little
screen
pass down the middle. A little screen pass. Doesn't go far.
Yeah, creative little setup there. They sent the running back into the flats. They were going to fake it. They faked the throw to him, then they came back across the opposite direction to one of the receivers with a little screen pass. But St. Mary's defense was not fooled. Great job forcing the 4th down.
There's the punt. Nice punt.
Wow.
Over the head of Sullivan. He'll get it on the bounce, and he is ball's loose. But I think it's out of bounds, so it'll still belong to the St. Mary's Rough Riders, but it was a nice punt.
And that kick return was fumbled, but then recovered by St. Mary's. They will take over on their own 32-yard line.
So 9:56 remaining here in the first half on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard. It's the Hamilton Badin Rams 17, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 7.
Unfortunately, not as good a field position as they could have gotten from that, but nonetheless, St. Mary's offense will work with it.
Dave Weilbacher penalty on the play.
Penalty on the play.
And well, this official closest to us is pointing to the Rams. So,
Encroachment. Defense. Fire a penalty. Still first down.
Just a little encroachment there, lining up in that neutral zone. Can be called at any time after the offense is set. Usually they give them a few seconds to fix themselves, but
so
nice little head start for St. Mary's.
Yep, so we'll call it 1st and 5 now for the Rough Riders. Helmelgarn on the carry. We'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play, so we'll call it 2nd down and 2 for St. Mary's.
Just another straight dive from Himmelgarn. What they're seeing, what the coaches are seeing, I believe, is that the 2 inside guards on the defensive side are pinching onto the trap. So they're hitting the A gaps, which are where the center and the guards are inside, and then their outside guys are sitting really heavy on the tackles and tight ends. So they're trying to run a dive right behind that tackle.
Aiden Hinkle, his first carry of the night. He's going to be close to a Fowler TV 1st down. Well, this official says move the chains, I believe. So.
Yep, just a little power fullback dive.
That run takes you to the 42-yard line.
So
and a 1st down.
It'll be a Fowler TV 1st down for the St. Mary's Rough Riders. They'll have it 1st and 10. The ball is placed at their own 42-yard line. Wind starting to pick up a little bit here at Trotwood Madison High School. Hemmelgarn busts the tackle at the initial line of scrimmage, and he's going to get about 8 yards on the play, so good job by that offensive front of the St. Mary's Rough Riders. As Sullivan picks up 8, we'll call it 2nd down and 2, 8:35 remaining here in the first half on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard.
Well, that's good. I personally, I don't mind if St. Mary's takes this entire 8 minutes for this second quarter and marches down the field and puts one in and goes into halftime down 17-14.
Quarterback sneak by Reinecke. He's going to be close. From my vantage point, he looks short. Well, this official says he's got it. So
wow.
It'll be a 1st down. Boy, do they ever measure?
They're not, Mark talked about that with the turf fields. Those lines are supposed to be true. So, if you've got the ball over this hash mark, they don't worry about measuring.
1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. They pick up a Fowler TV 1st down. Turn, give the ball to Hemmelgarn, and he's going to be tackled for a loss.
Hamilton Badin was in the backfield right now on that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys.
So we're going to call it 2nd down and 13. The ball is placed at the Rough Rider 49-yard line. Clock is ticking, 7:20 remaining here in the first half. Roughriders trail 17-7 on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard. Hemmelgarn wide to the left. Long count at the line of scrimmage. Turn, give the ball to Aiden Hinkle. We'll give Aiden a gain of a couple. We'll get back close to the original line of scrimmage. We'll still call it second down and 11. So we'll give him a gain of 2 on the play.
Just some more power up the middle. It's really tough right now because you're not seeing the ability to run outside, so you can't stretch it, and it's pretty windy and rainy for passing.
Give the ball to Colton Mabry, I believe, on the play.
Just a sweep.
No, that's Sullivan. Give it to Braden Sullivan.
Not a bad hole at the line of scrimmage, but Hamilton filled it well. That brings out the punt team.
So Brandon Bowers out to do the punting for the Roughriders. It's 4th and 9. Snap is back. It bounces. He's lost the handle on it. He gets away from that.
He can still
tackle.
punt it.
And he gets off a pretty good punt after it's all said and done.
Wow, excellent heads-up play from Brandon Bowers. What happened was a low snap. Brandon Bowers just kind of caught it at his feet. Ball rolls backwards 3 or 4 yards in the wind. Brandon Bowers picks it up.
Thought about running.
Broke a tackle, and ran towards the line of scrimmage. And when he got another couple guys in his face, he decided to go ahead and punt it. And there was nobody back there to receive it, so that ball rolled all the way to the 18-yard line. Yeah.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Badin Rams. 5:48 remaining on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard. Here's Walsh. Walsh will get it to the 30-yard line, and we'll give him a gain of about 12 on the play. They'll move the chains.
And that rush brings it up to the 30-yard line for a Badin first down.
Walsh is a very good runner. He reminds me a lot of Kobe Fry. Runs pretty high, but is able to put his shoulder down and really deliver a lot of good hits at the end of the play. Does carry the ball a little high though, so I wonder if St. Mary's can take advantage and try to force a fumble here.
Bedoric will give the ball to Walsh, and boy, he's stopped after a gain of about 1 on the play.
I think he lost his footing and
about bent him in half.
St. Mary's guy about took his helmet off. Braxton King delivering a nice hit on Walsh that time.
So it'll bring up 2nd down, and we'll call it 9 for the Hamilton Badin Rams. Ball is at their own 31-yard line. Bedoric is going to stand up and throw it, and he'll throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was even trying to deliver that to the receiver or not. It sort of was a throwaway pass to him. It's starting to get real windy and real rainy down at the field.
No, it's getting real windy and real rainy up here.
And at the and on top of the press box. Big 3rd down and 9.
Bedoric flushed out of the pocket. He's looking for a receiver. He's got him. And he steps out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Pass is complete to Braden Moore. That'll stop the clock with 4:34 remaining.
They send out their punting team. So another nice job from the St. Mary's defense forcing a punt. Tell you what, Joe, I think if I was the coaches, I'd be coming after this punt a little bit. The ball's wet, it's windy.
Nice high punt. Fair catch called by Hemmelgarn. He's got it. So the Roughriders will have it 1st and 10. The ball will be placed at their own 27-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Roughriders. 4:27 remaining on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard here in the first half. Reinecke, turn, give the ball to Henschen. He'll get about 3 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. Gavin Reinecke will bring the play in himself from offensive coordinator Kobe Fry. Clock is running. We're under 4 minutes here in the first half. Reinecke loses the football. It's on the ground. I think he recovered it. I think that has to be the effects of a wet football, don't you think, Zach?
Yeah, I think it was watching the replay here. It looks like just between the center and the quarterback, just didn't have it from the get-go. But it is wet out there.
So it'll bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Roughriders. Obviously, it's a passing situation. Don't know if they'll do that. Kyle Kogi will go wide to the left. Reinecke is going to throw the football. He's brought down and he is tackled on the play by number 71. He's one of their defensive studs.
And that's sacked by number 71.
Yeah, Reinecke saw a little bit of a hole there and tried to step up and maybe get down the field, but as soon as that hole opened, number 71 closed it.
It's Logan New. It's one of the team's top tacklers. So it'll bring up a 4th down situation and Bowers into punt. It's a high punt, not a particularly long punt. Roughriders need to get out of the way, and Sullivan will down it. What a change in field position that exchange resulted in. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Hamilton Badin. The ball will be placed at the Roughrider 44-yard line. 2:33 remaining on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard here in the first half. Badoric goes back the other way.
Doric took the ball from one hash all the way to the right hash, got bottled up, and switched fields, switched directions, and there was nobody on the backside from St. Mary's, and it looked real scary for a second, but Braden Himmelgarn, with a nice tackle, caught him, basically tracked him down from the backside.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Badoric, he's going to pitch it to Walsh. Walsh to the 40, to the 35, cuts to the outside to the 30. Makes a move, cuts back inside, and he's finally brought down at the St. Mary's 21-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Hamilton Badin.
Badin has another 1st down.
Badoric in the gun. He's going to stand there. He's going to loft one to the end zone. Easy touchdown for Hamilton Badin. Pass is caught by Cooper Feemer. Or Feehair. We're going to call Feehair, I guess.
Yeah,
just F-I-E-H-E-R, Feehair, but he was all alone.
Some blown coverage that time. Sharp was out there in the flats, and they ran a running back out into the flats. So Sharp covered him, and nobody covered the receiver back in the end zone.
Point after is good. So at 1:25 remaining here in the first half on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard, it's the Hamilton Badin Rams 24, the St. Mary's Roughriders 7 back after this.
Wants to throw it. Here comes Toddley at pressure. Comes. They throw it deep down the field. Oh, it's picked off. It's intercepted by, get to the outside, Shane Dysert. Dysert inside the 15, down to the 12-yard line. as Shane Dysart picks off Jeff Boland's pass. Tackle.
All righty, we welcome you back once again to a rainy, windy Friday night of high school football from Trotwood Madison High School, the Division III, Region 12 regional semifinal game. Lips are getting a little chilly.
Yeah. Well, we missed that big Roughrider replay earlier, so hopefully everybody enjoyed that.
Yep.
As you sit in your nice warm Guarneri's Pub and Pizzeria listening to the game, hopefully enjoying some warm items.
This kickoff return is brought to you by Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. Ball was returned by Sullivan to the Rough Rider
And that punt is returned to the St. Mary's
29-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. Ball at their own 29-yard line. 1:19 remaining here in the first half on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard. Riders trail 24-17. Gavin Reinecke out, calls a signal. He's going to roll to the right. He's going to put the ball in the air.
That's Cody Wallace.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's Cody Wallace. And Wallace will get to the 35-yard line. So we have a change in quarterbacks for the Rough Riders. Good catch, Zach. So Cody Wallace in at quarterback for the Rough Riders.
Sophomore.
Gavin Reinecke is also in the ball game. He will now be at wide receiver. So Cody Wallace at quarterback. Turns. He's going to throw the football. Over the middle he goes. Nice catch by Hemmelgarn. So it'll be the Rough Riders with a Fowler TV first down at their 48-yard line, and the St. Mary's Rough Riders one timeout. So with 43 seconds remaining, 24-27, Hamilton Badin on top. We'll take a break. We'll come back right after this.
Wants to throw it. Here comes Tom.
I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their three-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your health care needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
All righty, back at Trotwood Madison High School Football Stadium. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, 43 ticks remaining here in the first half on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard. 24-7, Hamilton Badin on top. Cody Wallace is your quarterback. Just completed a nice pass to Hemmelgarn right before the break. He's going to step back. He's going to throw it. He's going to put it in the air, and he passes it to Hemmelgarn, and he ladders it to Hemmelgarn. I'm sorry, his pass was caught by Reinecke. They hook and ladder to Hemmelgarn. Hemmelgarn moves it up into Hamilton Badin territory.
It's nice to see this little spark from the Rough Rider offense. Little 2-minute offense here, and we're seeing St. Mary's in the wind and rain making some nice passes. Cody Wallace has an arm on him.
Yes, he does.
We've heard about him all year.
Yep.
Unfortunately got injured in the. And we have a polecat.
Here's the polecat. We'll see what happens. Cody Wallace looking deep. He's got a man open. He's got Bowers. And we got a flag. Nice throw by Cody Wallace. Had all kinds of time in that polecat offensive formation. I think it kind of caught Badin a little bit off guard.
Yeah.
And the pass was thrown, and there's a flag, a Dave Weilbacher penalty on the play.
They're going to call pass interference against Hamilton Badin.
For all your legal needs, see Dave Weilbacher, attorney at law. Give him a call at 216-225-9181.
Cody Wallace found the matchup that he wanted, which was Brandon Bowers' tall frame
Absolutely
against a small DB. threw it up for grabs, and the DB had a little bit too much contact.
Ty Keel wide to the right. Gavin Reineke wide to the left. Wallace was going to throw it across the middle. Pass intended to Keel. Boy, he put some smoke on it, didn't he?
Wow.
So Wallace will run over and get the play from Kobe Fry. We're down to 23 ticks remaining here.
He doesn't just throw hard, Joe. He just throws confident.
Yeah.
You know, that was a pass into coverage.
Yep.
But he didn't worry about it because he put it right on the money.
Right. Gavin Reineke again, the starting quarterback, has now moved out to wide receiver. Keegan Sharp split wide to the left. Ty Keel wide to the right. Wallace in the shotgun. He's going to go back. He looks one way, goes back, and he throws it, and it is intercepted in the end zone.
They're going to run it out.
They're going to run it out. Running it out is number 11. That's Braden Moore.
That pass is intercepted.
And he'll bring it back out to the
20-yard line.
20-yard line. So
Cody Wallace just trying to do a little too much there. Threw it into triple coverage, and that one was not right on the money. A little bit of overthrown and a little too easy there. But you know, he's a sophomore that we just put in to march down the field. So
10 seconds remaining here in the first half on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard. It looks like they're going to go into a kneel formation, and that's going to be the end of the first half. So on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard here at Trotwood Madison High School, it's the Hamilton Badin Rams 24, the St. Mary's Roughriders 7. We'll be back with our Hewer Renovating halftime show right after this.
St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles, 767. People helping people.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Guarneri's can be Rough Rider Football Central. Guarneri's will be streaming Rough Rider football live every Friday night at 7, paired with your favorite Rider aid. Make sure to call and make your reservations now to ensure yourself a good seat. Call Guarneri's at 419-394-2244 and make your reservation today.
All Glaze Audiology presents facts about wax. Wax is not dirt or a sign of an unclean ear. Rather, it is a sign of a healthy ear. It only becomes a problem if it blocks the ear canal. We have always offered wax removal services, but now we have more tools in our toolbox. New to our arsenal is suction and the irrigator, which many say feels like taking your ear to a spa. If you need your ears cleaned, call or visit us online to make an appointment. We will show you before and after pictures, and you will be amazed.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success, and supporter of the Rider Nation and St. Mary's community.
Since 1981, Plus One Professionals has serviced St. Mary's and the surrounding area and are ready to meet your real estate needs. They know the real estate market and can help you. Whether you're moving in, moving out, or around the area, Plus One Professionals are ready and eager to help you sell or buy your new home. They operate with the highest level of professionalism, expertise, and honesty as they help make your real estate dream a reality. Call Plus One Professionals at 419-394-7402 in St. Mary's today. Colder weather is just around the corner, and you want to make sure your family's vehicle is tuned up and ready to go. Rabel's Auto Service has been voted the best auto repair center in St. Mary's the last 3 years. And did you know they will pick up and deliver your vehicle for free? Give Rabel's Auto Service a call at 419-394-1624 or stop in and see Jeremy at 1610 Salina Road in St. Mary's. Rabel's Auto Service in St. Mary's. Give them a call today. And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet.
Spec One Automotive, with stores in St. Mary's and Wapakoneta, is your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. Family run since 1960, Spec One Automotive upholds the tradition of blending old-fashioned customer service with modern technology that the customers expect and deserve. Shop local. Shop Spec One Automotive. Friends of the St. Mary's Theater need your financial help to secure a state grant, which we need to raise $500,000 in individual contributions by the end of 2021. Any donation is welcome, and suggested donations, which can be pledged, are $200, $1,823, $2,023, and beyond. Send a check to Friends of St. Mary's Theater, P.O. Box 382, St. Mary's, Ohio, or visit us at grandoperahouselive.com to make an online payment to the 501c3. See more on our Facebook page at Grand Opera House Live.
Unique Awards and Signs, here to take care of your signage, graphic award, and gift customization needs. From banners for your graduate or corporate sponsors to awards recognizing those dedicated employees or champion sport teams. Stop in at 1865 Salina Road or call us at 419-394-1612.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Heuer Renovating Halftime Show. I'm Zach Farrell. I try to bring you the stats and sometimes a guest for the Heuer Renovating Halftime Show. Not going to have a guest tonight as we're on top of the press box here at Trotwood. At halftime, your St. Mary's Roughriders are down 24-7 to the Hamilton Badin Rams. Looking a little bit into the stats, we have St. Mary's first downs 6, Badin 9, total yards St. Mary's 80, Badin 176, passing St. Mary's is 2 for 6 with 1 interception. Hamilton Badin is 9 for 11 with 2 touchdowns. Passing yards, St. Mary's has 31, St. Mary's 71. Rushing, St. Mary's has 21 attempts for 49 yards. Badin has 15 attempts for 105 yards. St. Mary's has 1 fumble, none lost. Badin has 1 fumble, none lost. Penalties, St. Mary's has 1 penalty for 15 yards, and Badin has 2 penalties for 20 yards. Third down conversions, St. Mary's is 1 for 6, Badin 2 for 5. Punts, St. Mary's has 5 punts for 132 yards, the longest being only a 31-yarder. Hamilton Badin has 2 punts for 87 yards, longest being that 50-yarder. The average drive start for St. Mary's is their 37.1-yard line. Badin their 30.2-yard line. Time of possession, St. Mary's has possessed the ball 14 minutes and 31 seconds. The Hamilton Badin's 9 minutes and 29 seconds. Looking at individual leaders, Cody Wallace was 2 for 4 for passing for 17 yards. Nice 13-yard pass there as we saw him get going in that 2-minute offense. Gavin Reinecke is 0 for 2. Looking at rushing, Braden Himmelgarn has 6 rushes for 18 yards. Ross Henson has 6 rushes for 17 yards, and Braden Sullivan has 2 rushes for 6 yards. Receiving-wise, St. Mary's on St. Mary's side, Braden Himmelgarn has 1 catch for 27 yards. Gavin Reinecke has 1 catch for 4 yards. Of course, that's on that hook and ladder. That just for those of you who don't know, that counts as a 4-yard pass, and then it's considered a run after that. So that went on to Braden Himmelgarn's rushing yards. Looking a little bit at Hamilton Badin, Their starting quarterback has 9 completions on 11 attempts. That was Landon Volerick. Rushing-wise, Jack Walsh leading the way, 11 rushes for 102 yards, as long as it's a 30-yard run, and not much else on their side. We're going to go ahead and take another break here as we get ready for the second half to start. From Trotwood Madison High School, Hamilton Badin Rams are up 24-7 over the St. Mary's Roughriders. This is the Hewer Renovating Halftime Show. We will be back with more right after this.
Albert Sporting Goods is here to outfit your team, both on and off the field. Since 1980, Albert Sporting Goods has serviced schools, clubs, and businesses throughout Ohio. For all of your uniform, spirit wear, and equipment needs, make it Albert Sporting Goods. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 supports veterans programs such as Gifts for Yanks, Support the Troops, Comfort Warriors, Blood Donor, POW MIA programs, as well as children and youth programs. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, Scholarships in Education, Boy Scouts, Oratorical, and Shooting Sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
TV everywhere.
TV everywhere?
That's right, everywhere. You can watch TV from your tablet, your phone, your laptop, any mobile device, anywhere you want.
Laundromat?
Yes.
Grocery store?
Yes.
Park?
Yes.
What if I wanted to watch TV at home?
All your favorite networks all the time. It's TV everywhere from TSC.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Auglaize Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or auglaizeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaize Equipment Rental.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider athletics and the Memorial student athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
In life, as in football, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you will need for retirement, family security, and life. With Prudential Advisors, that's what you'll get, someone who can help you build that financial strategy. To get started, contact Kelsey Burke, Financial Planner, and Denny Louth, Financial Advisor, at 419-394-8879 today.
Well, welcome back to the Hewer Renovating Halftime Show. We're here at Trotwood Madison Stadium down in Trotwood, Ohio, where the Hamilton Badin Rams are up 24-7 over the St. Mary's Roughriders. This is the Hewer Renovating Halftime Show, and I'm happy to be joined by Doug Spencer. Doug, I said we weren't going to have any guests up here being on top of it, but fortunately when you're standing next to me running the cameras, it makes it a little easy to stop by. So any thoughts that you have on that first half from either side?
Well, very impressive football team from Hamilton Badin. The running back, I believe, number 20 possibly.
Yeah.
Boy, what a great runner.
I told Joe he reminded me a lot of Kobe Fry.
Yep.
It's a taller style of running, but then put his shoulder down when he needed to.
And can stop and accelerate.
Yeah.
Very, very well.
Jack Walsh.
Great vision.
Yeah.
As he's eluding defensive players. So really a great football player there. And
they have a really big offensive line too. That I noticed.
They're possessing down there.
Yeah. They're not dominating as far as pushing the defenders back every play as much as letting the defenders go a certain direction. And that's how that zone running offense works. You let the guys go where they want, and you just leave giant holes because you just kind of wall them off and let them kind of do their thing. So.
And their quarterback's done a nice job as well. He's thrown some nice balls and had a few runs. And mind you, I'm watching a football game through an 1.5 by 1.5 screen, and we thank Trotwood Madison for allowing us to be here, unfortunately. And I know you guys talked about this, that the OHSAA has a contract with Spectrum, and if Spectrum does a game, there can be no other live streaming whatsoever. And we, along with WOSN, we are atop the press box, right out in the elements, and we've struggled there a little bit toward the end of the second quarter as we were fishing for our weather bags to get the cameras protected, and we're dealing with a little bit of everything up here, as are the riders with the high-powered offense of the Hamilton-Badin.
Yeah, there's been a lot of shuffling behind the scenes up here for Rider Nation Station, a lot of shuffling on the field there. We saw Cody Wallace come in at quarterback on that last drive for St. Mary's. Be interesting to see if that's just a 2-minute offense change or if that's a change that St. Mary's looks to build on in the second half. Being down 24-7, they may be looking for that very talented passing attack from Cody Wallace. Very impressed with some of his passes. Needed to be smarter there at the end, throwing it into the end zone. But he's just a sophomore, and wow, what a time for the sophomore quarterback to come into the game. I also love that Gavin Reineke's still in the game on those plays and at wide receiver. Not taking him out of the game completely. He's he made a couple of those catches. Did that hook and ladder play. So still able to use him.
And I think what Cody brings to Coach Bo Fry's offense, especially being down 24-7 here, is he can throw the ball, but he can also tuck and run, and he's going to be very elusive and very quick. So as he's rolling out, he can just go. And I kind of wish we would have seen that a little bit out of Cody in the red zone there. To make some things happen.
We haven't seen the boot play very much this year, where you roll the quarterback out and you let him decide if he's going to pass or run. I think if Cody Wallace comes out quarterback, we're going to see that a couple times in the second half. Looking back at some of the drives, St. Mary's offense started out the game with just a 3-and-out punt. Hamilton-Badin had an 8-play, 66-yard drive for a touchdown. St. Mary's answered with that kick return for a touchdown. And then Hamilton-Badin had another 8-play, 54-yard drive where they got points off a field goal. St. Mary's punted on 6 plays. And unfortunately, Hamilton-Badin ran that punt back for a touchdown. St. Mary's had another 3-and-out punt, Actually, Hamilton-Badin had a 3-and-out punt then. St. Mary's able to put up a little bit of a drive together, 7-play drive for that went 21 yards, but then unfortunately had a punt. Hamilton-Badin had a 4-play drive that led to a punt. St. Mary's had a 3-and-out for -2 yards that led to a punt, and then Hamilton-Badin put a really quick 3-play, 44-yard drive together for that final TD, and St. Mary's' final 6-play, 52-yard drive ended in that interception. So just looking back at those drives, it's easy for us to stand up here and sort of get lost in the moment, but looking at it there on with the stats, and I think this is a little bit closer of a game than the score really shows. And that gives, I think, an opportunity for St. Mary's to come back. We did see the St. Mary's defense stopping Hamilton-Badin there a little bit. So,
yeah, and that was good to see, because in that first series, Hamilton-Badin, they just quickly marched the ball down, and we did not have an answer for them whatsoever. But then, what an impressive kickoff return by Himmelgarn, following immediately, and it was a lot of fun to watch that in person, and hopefully as you watch the replay and watch the American Legion highlight reel, that you'll get as much enjoyment as what we did in real time up here.
Yeah.
Speaking of American Legion, Zach, I want to thank all of our sponsors for helping allow Rider Nation Station to do what we do. Right now we're in the Hewer Renovating halftime show, and we've got him at the end, and Laura Yelton State Farm for the kickoffs, David Wadbacher Penalties, American Manufacturing Solution as a scoreboard sponsor, until the St. Mary's Theater
Hijacked it?
That's probably a good way of saying it, but Jason was very good with that. And to all of our sponsors. And then I know at the last home game you guys could have put a call out for, if you like what you see, for the donation, and we put the donation screen up, and we got an overwhelming response, which helped with paying all of our OHSAA fees for the 3 football games that we've done. So greatly appreciated to all those who have helped. And the biggest thing that keeps us going here is the words of appreciation that we get. Especially for grandparents who can't make it out, don't want to go out into the elements, don't want to climb the stadiums, or they don't live around here. For relatives who live away from St. Mary's, Ohio, and they just can't get back to watch their nephew out here playing. The alumni support from all over. That's been neat.
Yeah.
That has
California.
Yeah.
Korea. All over.
It's just been phenomenal. And so the World Wide Web allowing us to do what we do along with the sponsors and the viewers. And as I always say, this isn't just for today. This is for posterity. So we have this captured. So Cody Wallace, when he's a 50-year-old man, can come back and watch that first game that he played quarterback for the Roughriders here at Trotwood Madison.
Doug, before I let you go, we talked about the St. Mary's Theater taking over the scoreboard. Have any updates on that? Any new pledges, new gifts?
Yeah, so we do have a good response coming in. We've got a big push November and December as we are in line for a state grant, but it's a matching state grant. And, I feel very confident about the opportunity that we'll receive from the state on this particular grant. But, again, we've got to demonstrate that we have the funds to go with the request to bring that theater back alive. And, so it's one of those things that's awesome, but also we've got to kind of propel our fundraising campaign to be able to make that demonstration. And hopefully we'll find out in April whether or not we were successful with that or not.
The state always wants to cap off a project, not start the project off. So they want to see, okay, the public has put in $500,000. We're willing to match that.
Right.
Before they don't want to be, we'll put in $500,000 and hope the public helps.
And on the other side, we have get away from the wind here. On the other side, we have a state grant that we're applying for called Target of Opportunity, and working with the city of St. Mary's to try to attain. And we match up perfectly for what the mission of that grant is, and it's with the revitalization of the downtown by bringing a building back alive on the facade.
Yeah.
And how neat is it going to be to bring that metal siding down, that old red wood that's up there, re-expose the brick, get the masonry repaired, repair the marquee, repair the St. Mary's sign. The storefront glass windows will be replaced, but more importantly, all of the windows in front of the ballroom that have been concrete blocked in will reappear.
Yeah, opening up the light to that ballroom, that Grand Opera House ballroom, will just be amazing.
And that one is not a matching grant. Now they do award you more points for dollars that you're going to put in. So a lot of great opportunities for the St. Mary's Theater and the ballroom, and we've had great response. People are extremely appreciative. And then today we had a little photo op because Eagle 767, one of our sponsors here at Rider Nation Station, made a contribution to the theater project for 2021, and
that's awesome.
So we got a picture taken with them, and it's been quite the endeavor, and we got a lot of work to do. We've got a roof, shingled roof, that's going to be replaced by the end of November, getting the stage, everything that's above the stage taken care of so that the screen will go up and the screen will go down and everything will be safe, and the curtains will close, and they're going to get sprayed with a flame retardant to help keep the fire chief. I always like to bring up the fire chief when I do these.
we like to
help keep him
Doug Ayers happy
as well. So
there
you go, Chief.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you for Hero Renovating and that Hero Renovating halftime show. We have the players coming back onto the field. I have Joe Hurlburt joining me back again on top of the press box here at Trotwood Madison Rams Stadium. doesn't seem fair, Joe, that the Hamilton Badin Rams are coming here and they get a play on a field where it says Trotwood Madison Rams. Not their colors at all, but their mascots in the end zone. I guess maybe with the fact that we had the Cowbell Mafia and all of the goodwill between St. Mary's and Trotwood, that kind of evens it out now for having their mascots in their end zones. St. Mary's is going to kick off the ball in the second half to Hamilton Badin, and there is 16 seconds left on the play clock as that counts down, and the official looks to place the ball. I'm going to hand it back over to Joe Hurlbert.
All righty, Zach, thank you very much. Thank Doug Spencer for stopping in and updating us on a lot of things that are taking place. This Rough Rider kickoff is being brought to you by Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. Rough Riders trail 24-7 on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard. Zach, they have their work cut out for them here in the second half. This is a very good Hamilton Badin ball club.
Yeah, we've seen the defense, though, step up and get some big stops. There's an onside kick, and they've got it.
Rough Riders got it.
St. Mary's has the ball.
Nice job by the Rough Rider special teams, and Kevin Perry comes up with it.
Brandon Bowers executes that to perfection. Joe, that went 15 yards.
Yeah.
They didn't even need the 10 yards.
Exactly. And I think Kevin Perry came away with it. I saw him running off. I thought he had the football with him when he took off the field. So Rough Riders will have it. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders at the Badin 45-yard line. So you're absolutely right, Zach. It went 15 yards.
Brandon Bowers was kind of watching it. I think he thought that it hadn't gone far enough. I was thinking, grab it.
Cody Wallace start the second half. He'll give the ball to Hemmelgarn. Hemmelgarn will gain a couple, but that's about it.
So Cody Wallace does start off the second half as quarterback. And Gavin Reineke is in the ballgame at split end.
A lot of things can happen. You could throw it to Reineke as a long lateral, and he could launch one down the field. Hopefully the Rough Riders don't have to result in some sort of trickery to get this offense going, but nonetheless, there comes a nice run by Braden Sullivan.
Yeah, excellent sweep from Sullivan. We're definitely seeing some more energy. That onside kick has really kick-started the St. Mary's offense.
It's a Fowler TV first down. For all your TV and entertainment needs, stop in and see Fowler's TV and St. Mary's.
Wow, what a big play. Onside kick there to start off the second half.
Reineke wide to the right. Wallace drops the football. Tell you what, that's just simply quarterback center exchange, and of course they haven't worked a whole lot of games this year. No. Chase Jacobs and Cody Wallace, so
combined with still a very wet field.
Absolutely. Rain continues to fall. Wind continues to blow, and we continue to get wet. 10:40 remaining here in the third quarter on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard. Cody Wallace under center. He'll turn. He's going to throw it over the middle, and it is incomplete. Pass was intended for Braden Sullivan.
Just a little quick pass right over the middle.
Probably should have been caught.
Yeah, right in Sullivan's breadbasket, just slipped out a little bit as he went to the ground.
Cody Wallace does a nice job setting up and looking over the defense and standing tall in the pocket.
And
Wallace is going to roll to the right. He's got Hemmelgarn, and the pass is incomplete. He had Hemmelgarn right in front of him. You can see him rolled to the right. He's got Hemmelgarn running right in front of him. Nice pass, just hard hit by the defense, and falls incomplete.
Now St. Mary's is going to go for it. You know what I was about to say before that play started, Joe, is Hamilton Badin looks at the tape from last week, and St. Mary's, I don't believe, attempted a pass.
No.
So they're not thinking that St. Mary's is going to pass much at all.
There's the counter back. Sullivan is going to launch one down the field. He's got Reineke down there between two defenders, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of a reverse pass.
Kind of a risky pass as Gavin Reinecke was in between two defensive backs for Hamilton Badin, so the Rough Riders will turn it over and downs.
Yeah, but 4th and 11, you don't care if that gets intercepted as much.
True.
It basically becomes
true.
a punt at that
Absolutely.
point.
You're right.
But I don't love that call because I don't think you're going to catch them off guard because it's 4th down and 11. They're looking for a pass, and you've got a quarterback in there that can really wing the ball. I would have liked another maybe boot and let him try to throw it down the field.
Or pull it down and run.
Right.
Hamilton Badin ball 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. Vidoric, and he'll run out of bounds.
If you're going to pull out a trick play like a reverse halfback pass, I'd like to see that on maybe a 2nd down when they're thinking that you're running.
Right. Landon Vidoric, quarterback for the Badin Rams on the season. 87 of 135 for over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, has only thrown 2 picks this entire year. Walsh, he is stopped by the Rough Rider defense. Good job there by Logan Compton and Dylan Giesecke. Of course, Dylan Giesecke, all first-team Western Buckeye League defensive lineman and co-defensive lineman of the year in the Western Buckeye League, and very well deserved.
Yeah. Defensive line has really done a lot better job since that first drive of stepping up and stopping Walsh. He's still getting a couple long runs on him, but for the most part, they're coming alive.
3rd down and 9. Here's a reverse to Brandon Moore, and he's way back in the backfield, and he just
keeps going backwards.
Running. He's still running, and then that's going to be a late hit. Is that going to be
no call?
No call so far.
I really think it was more of a slip and fall out of bounds. He definitely got pushed out of bounds, but I think him actually falling down, I think it was more of him falling down out there rather than any Rough Rider hitting him.
And that brings up 4th down for the Badin Rams.
It was actually a loss of about 4 on the play, so we'll call it 4th down and about 13, and it'll bring in the punting unit for the Hamilton Badin Rams. Sullivan and Hemmelgarn back to receive the punt. High snap. Here comes the Rough Rider defense. Nice punt. It's going to sail out of bounds, and the Rough Riders should have fairly decent field position for their 2nd possession here in the 2nd half. 9:14 remaining. On the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard, Rough Riders trail 24-17, 9:14 remaining.
Just like that, the wind and rain has died down a little bit here. Hoping that it's going to last.
Will take over.
Opportune time for St. Mary's as they really need their offense to put some points on the board.
Ball will be placed at the St. Mary's 44-yard line when it's all said and done. Cody Wallace brings the Rough Riders to the line of scrimmage. Turn. And he's going to keep the football, and he's going to be tackled for about a yard or 2 loss. So he did exactly what we said he could possibly do, is keep the ball and roll with it. And I think that was all designed. I think he was designed to run that.
I don't know. It's either a missed handoff. I think it was more of a missed handoff, Joe, because I only saw one receiver down the field, and that wouldn't normally be that way. I think that might have been that missed handoff. We saw that him do that in the Franklin game as well. Still learning, sophomore quarterback.
Yep. 2nd down and 11 for the Rough Riders. Long count, turn, give the ball to Sullivan. Sullivan puts his head down, and then he's pushed back by the Badin defense, but not before he picks up about 7 yards on the play, so we'll call it 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, the St. Mary's is seeing something on that left side with those sweeps that they're running to Sullivan, and because they're picking up 5 or 6 yards on those. As long as they're sealing off the ends there, they're getting a lot of yards on those sweeps, and they're really staying away from the right side now.
Wallace in the shotgun is going for the pass. Pass is complete to Sullivan, and that'll be enough for a Fowler TV 1st down as they move the chains. As Sullivan gets up rather slow.
Just a nice little 7 or 8 yard stop route from Sullivan. And Hamilton Badin just kind of played back 5 yards behind him, let him have it on the hash mark.
Clock continues to run, 7:33 remaining here in the third quarter on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard. Wallace will turn, it'll be a counter back. Hamelgarn to the 35. He'll dive forward. It'll be down at about the 31-yard line.
Man,
and that'll be enough for a Fowler TV first down.
That is the way that the counter has, that they've been trying to get the counter to look all season. Hamilton Badin was way overextended to the right side. There was nobody on that left side, and Hamelgarn took advantage of it.
Wallace in the shotgun. Got Sullivan to his right. He'll roll to his left. Throws it out there and had Hamelgarn wide open and throws it over his head. So the pass falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Ball at the Badin 31-yard line. 7 minutes remaining on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard here in the third quarter. Yeah, rain is pretty much all subsided. You got a little bit of flurry, but that's about it.
Only good thing about that incomplete is the clock stops too. So St. Mary's needs the clock now. They need they need 3 touchdowns to, get back in this.
Wallace will roll to the left, looks down, and he has smashed. The ball's on the ground, and the Roughriders will recover.
Officials say he was down anyway.
And Wallace is shaken up.
Yeah, he got, I think he probably lost some, had the air knocked out of him.
A sack made by number 71.
He had 2 guys hit him pretty hard.
St. Mary's recovered by number 52. St. Mary's continues to hold possession of the ball on the.
He's coming back in. He gets a play from offensive coordinator Kobe Fry. He's going to come back in. Reineke will move to the wide receiver spot, and he's going to go wide to the right. Hamelgarn slot to the left. Wallace drops back, throws it to Reineke. There's the hook and ladder to Sullivan to the 10. He's tackled at the 10.
Just a really well executed hook and ladder again.
Yep.
I can't believe that it worked so well the second time. Perfect out pattern to Reineke, and Sullivan comes around the end.
By St. Mary's leads to a first down at the 9-yard line.
So it'll be a Fowler TV first down. The ball will be placed at the 9-yard line of Hamilton Badin. 1st and goal for the Roughriders. 6:03 remaining here in the third quarter. Keegan Sharp wide to the right. Inside it goes to Ross Henson. He'll get it down close to the 5-yard line. Ball will be placed at the 6-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and goal for the Roughriders. Ball at the Badin 6-yard line. This is a big drive right now for the St. Mary's Roughriders. They got it this close. They got to put it in the end zone. Ross Henson inside the 4-yard line, inside the 5-yard line, and he's getting up slow.
Yeah, got a little twisted up underneath there. His ankle or knee on that right side was still caught underneath as he was kind of pulled over the top. That's too bad because they could really use him down here inside the 5-yard line. He's staying in the game because he's tough.
Turn, give the ball to Hamelgarn, squares up, and he'll dive to about the 3-yard line. So it'll bring up 4th and goal from the 3-yard line. Go for it.
They're gonna kick.
No, they're gonna kick a field goal. All right. Yep.
Well, you're down 24-7. So
they're going to need to make.
You're going to need a field goal at some time.
Yeah, you're going to need to make up 3 somewhere. So they might as well do it now. Reineke will hold. The ball will be placed at the 10-yard line. This will be a 20-yard attempt. Right hash. Kick is up. The kick is good. So with 4:17 remaining here in the third quarter.
Penalty. We got a penalty down. They're going to call a penalty on Hamilton Badin for jumping over the center, I believe. Watch Hamilton Badin, number 11, jumps.
Oh, yeah.
28 jumps over the snapper.
So that'll give the Roughriders a first down.
That'll
not a first down, but they'll move. Or is it an automatic first down? Yeah.
They can. I believe they can either well, let's listen for it. They may be able to take it on the kickoff if it. So it's a personal foul. I think that's a first down.
Well, the Badin Rams are still on the field. The Roughriders are going to go back and get ready to kick it off.
We'll take the field goal and assess the penalty on the kickoff.
All right. Okay. So there you heard it. St. Mary's will assess the penalty on the kickoff. The field goal is good. So with 4:17 remaining here in the third quarter on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard, it's Hamilton Badin 24, St. Mary's 10. Back right after this.
St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles, 767. People helping people.
This Rough Rider kickoff is being brought to you by Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. The penalty will be assessed on the kickoff, so Bowers will kick it from the Hamilton-Badin 45-yard line. So
yeah, I think the personal foul would have just got them half the distance to the goal, but they would have kept the same down, so it still would have been fourth down.
They're going to go with another onside kick. This one was right into the hands of the upback. Goes right into the hands of number 1.
Yeah, Hamilton was waiting for it that time.
Onside kick attempt recovered.
They really needed another bounce or two.
Went right into the hands of Carter Russo.
But that's, they had 15 yards from that personal foul.
Yep.
So it's really not you get to try an onside kick and they still have the ball only at the 34-yard line.
First and 10, Hamilton. Vidoric gives the ball to Walsh. Walsh, he'll get a first down as he picks up about 13 yards on the play. Boy, he runs hard.
Yeah. And he's got great vision.
First down.
And the clock is not moved. And well, now it's moving as they move the chain. I didn't see it move. So it'll be first and 10. Hamilton Badin. The ball is placed at their own 47-yard line. Vidoric gives it to Walsh. Walsh breaks a couple of tackles and gets to the line of scrimmage. We'll give him a gain of about 1, maybe no gain on the play. Yep, no gain on the play, so it'll be second down and 10. Clock continues to run. Landon Vidoric comes over and gets the play from their head coach. Goes up top with it, nice catch. And a nice tackle by Hemmelgarn. Pass was caught by number 22, Cooper Feehair.
Caught by number 22, Cooper
Fear.
For another Badin first down.
We'll go with that. That's easier.
Yeah,
Fear.
Just a little five-yard stop, but St. Mary's playing real deep on him, and he was able to make a move and get another few yards after the catch.
2:55 remaining here in the third quarter on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard. Vidoric gives the ball to Walsh. Walsh will cut back to the left side, breaks a tackle. He's to the 30, to the 25, to the 20. Steps out of a tackle and to the 5, to the 1-yard line. Touchdown. They're going to say he's in the end zone.
Wow. I thought he stepped out a couple times, but it's a 41-yard run. One break and tackle. Just watching the replay here, Joe. Just really good vision downfield and in the hole.
Steps out of a tackle. I thought he shoved out of bounds right there.
Nope. He tight-roped the line and extended the ball out and hit the pylon with the ball. That's the right call.
Jackson Neeson point after is up, and it is good. So with 2:35 remaining here in the third quarter, it's the Hamilton Badin Rams 31, the St. Mary's Roughriders 10. Back with the Badin kickoff right after this.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
Did you? Back at Trotwood Madison High School, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. Roughriders trail on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard 31-10. This high-powered Badin Ram offense averaging 33 points a ball game. They're closing in on that average. Giving up 8 points a ball game. The Roughriders have 10. So back to receive the kickoff. This kickoff return brought to you by Lori Elton, State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. There's another squib kick. Missed by Mabry, but picked up by Sullivan. And he'll get to about the 30-yard line where the Roughriders will have it 1st and 10.
Well, the Rough Rider offense seemed to find some rhythm that last drive. Marched the ball down the field. Couple big plays there, and unable to put it in the end zone, though. Kick the field goal. Need to put in the end zone now to stay in this game.
Wallace is going back to pass. He's going up top. He's got Sullivan, and he overthrows Sullivan. Had 2 defenders on him.
Did a good job, though, of putting the ball where only Sullivan could get to it. He threw that from the 24-yard line, and that landed on the other 36-yard line. Pretty nice, nice ball.
.223 remaining here in the third quarter. Clock is stopped. Wallace in the shotgun. We got a screen pass set up. He's going to Hemmelgarn left side. He'll get to the 35-yard line where he's tackled. You know, I'll tell you what. I'll just tell you something that I've gained over the years of doing games. I remember when St. Henry had their team, when the Roughriders had their team back in the 90s. Quarterback by the name of Bobby Hoying. Later went on to play at Ohio State.
And the Philadelphia Eagles, right?
And the Philadelphia Eagles. And Wallace is going to the ground. That's a big loss for the Roughriders. But he had a couple of receivers. He had Red Niekamp as tight end. He also had a receiver by the name of Scotty Brunswick, who later went on to play at the University of Toledo. But here's what they did all summer long. They threw the football. Throw and catch, throw and catch. You got a quarterback like Wallace who's got an arm. Get some kids out there this summer and catch the football. That's all you do is catch it. And, you know, you never how that will pay dividends down the road. Is that a fake punt?
That's a fake punt.
Fake punt. Ross Henshin, he almost gets the first down, but he's going to be short.
1 yard short. That's that fake punt that I said that they're going to be looking at earlier at.
Roughriders say they got the first down, but the official's going to mark it about a yard short.
Well, I give the Roughriders a lot of credit, but that's a full yard.
They're not going to sell that one, are they?
No.
Fake punt attempted by St. Mary's falls 1 yard short.
That fake punt has been there all night. That Hamilton Badin is not covering the line at all on the left side. I mean, they almost ran that fake punt for 15 yards right there.
Yeah. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hamilton Badin Rams at the Rough Rider 39-yard line, 1:03 remaining. Vidoric in the gun. Give the ball to Walsh. Walsh up the middle. And he'll gain 5 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 5. We're under a minute. 45 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Well, the rain has slowed down, but my feet are still soaking wet from earlier, Joe. I don't know, has this ever happened to you? You wear your dress socks to the game, and
no.
That's my problem with wearing a suit every day or a tie every day.
There's a pass play that's going to be complete, and that's a touchdown. Pass is complete to number 22, Cooper Fear.
Just a little pump and go.
22, Cooper Fear.
Fake the stopping route, and Braden Himmelgarn bit on it a little bit.
22 seconds remaining. The Hamilton-Badin Rams increase their lead to 37-10 with the point after coming. Point after by Jackson Neeson. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 22 seconds remaining on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard, it's the Hamilton-Badin Rams 38, St. Mary's Roughriders 10. Back with the Badin kickoff right after this.
Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Guarneri's can be Rough Rider Football Central. Guarneri's will be streaming Rough Rider football live every Friday night at 7, paired with your favorite Rider aid. Make sure to call and make your reservations now to ensure yourself a good seat. Call Guarneri's at 419-394-2244 and make your reservation today.
All righty, we welcome you back to Trotwood Madison High School. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station. I got to give a shout out to our Rider Nation Station crew. Not only are Zach and I out here in the elements above the press box, also Doug Spencer and Adam Milner is up here with us. So we thank them. We got Rich and Dave Weilbacher in the truck. Well, they're nice and warm and dry. Ball loose on the field. The Rough Riders will cover it up. That kickoff return was brought to you by Lori Yelton, State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. Lori Yelton, State Farm Insurance. Want to thank her for being sponsor of Rough Rider football all season long, as well as all of our sponsors. We want to give a special shout out and a great big thank you to all of our sponsors this season. So the Rough Rider faithful in this weather, and I don't blame them, with the score of 38-10 are starting to file out. Wallace is going to launch one up. That's a duck. It's incomplete.
Looking for a deep ball to Sharp down the sidelines.
And he got hit again.
Yeah.
And he's a little woozy going to the sideline. He's going to stay in the ball game. We've got 14 ticks remaining.
(38-10), 14 seconds left here in the third quarter. Desperation time for St. Mary's.
Give the ball to Himmelgarn on the sweep to the right, across the 35, and he is stopped at about the 37-yard line. Clock continues to run, and that's going to be the last play of the third quarter. With the score on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard, the Hamilton-Badin Rams 38, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 10, back with the final 12 minutes right after this.
All Glaze Audiology presents facts about wax. Wax is not dirt or a sign of an unclean ear. Rather, it is a sign of a healthy ear. It only becomes a problem if it blocks the ear canal. We have always offered wax removal services, but now we have more tools in our toolbox. New to our arsenal is suction and the irrigator, which many say feels like taking your ear to a spa. If you need your ears cleaned, call or visit us online to make an appointment. We will show you before and after pictures, and you will be amazed.
All righty, we welcome you back for the fourth quarter here at Trotwood Madison High School. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell. The Division III, Region 12, regional semifinal game. Roughriders have their work cut out for them as they find themselves down 28 points with 1 quarter remaining. Cody Wallace is still your quarterback. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Roughriders. Ball is placed at the St. Mary's 38-yard line. Wallace to Reinecke. That's going to be enough for a Fowler TV first down. Nice pitch, nice catch by Gavin Reinecke. Well, he put some smoke on it, didn't he?
That brings up another St. Mary's first down.
He's making some really impressive kind of mid-range passes, 10 yards, 15, 20 yards down the field. Not throwing a great deep ball yet.
He's going to keep it and go with it, and he'll gain about 3 yards on the play before he's tackled out of bounds.
Yeah, a little called run there from the quarterback. Pulled a guard out that way, out of the kind of a sweep out of the shotgun. He's got some pretty quick speed too, Cody Wallace does.
Yeah, he does. Don't forget you can see these highlights tomorrow on the Video Highlight Show, sponsored by the American Legion Post 324, and they'll air starting tomorrow. We've got an interception. It's picked off. We're going the other way, and it's going to be a touchdown for Hamilton Badin as Braden Moore picks off the pass.
And that pass is intercepted by number 11, Braden Moore, and returned for
Cody Wallace tried to throw a little pass to his running back out of the backfield, kind of a streak down the sidelines, and got hit as he was throwing it and really just had to put it up for grabs. And Hamilton Badin made him pay.
Yes, they did. Jackson Neeson on to attempt the point after for Hamilton Badin. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 11:24 remaining in the football game, it's the Badin Rams 45, the St. Mary's Roughriders 10, back right after this.
And ladies and gentlemen, with that score, we are now
Rider Nation Station. Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success, and supporter of the Rider Nation and St. Mary's community.
All righty, we welcome you back to Trotwood Madison High School. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, high atop the press box here in Trotwood, Ohio. The site of the Division III Region 12 regional semifinal game. This kickoff return is being brought to you by Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. We'll see what they'll squib this. They've squibbed it all night, and they do it again. And this one's going to roll down, and Sullivan's going to get it. He bobbles it, now picks it up cleanly, and he's going to be tackled at about the 21-yard line. So the Rough Riders will have it 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And that return puts the ball at the 22-yard line, where St. Mary's will take over 1st and 10.
Cody Wallace check back in.
Hamilton Badin just called a timeout. I think they're trying to get some of their other players in there.
So with 10:34 remaining in the football contest, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back right after this.
Since 1981, Plus One Professionals has serviced St. Mary's and the surrounding area and are ready to meet your real estate needs. They know the real estate market and can help you. Whether you're moving in, moving out, or around the area, Plus One professionals are ready and eager to help you sell or buy your new home. They operate with the highest level of professionalism, expertise, and honesty as they help make your real estate dream a reality. Call Plus One Professionals at 419-394-7402 in St. Mary's today.
10:34 remaining in the football contest. On the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard, Roughriders trail by 35 points. So with a 35-point lead, we will have a running clock for the remainder of the football game. Hemmelgarn, sweep to the right. He'll get to the 27-yard line, 26-yard line, or it'll be second down and 5. We'll give him a gain of 5 on the play.
Joe, looking at some other scores in the WBL, tonight Van Wert is playing Clyde. They are up in the third quarter, 28-0.
Clyde was the number one. Was it Clyde?
I think so in D4.
Are they the number 1 seed? I thought they were the number 1 seed. Oh. Ball was popped out. Colton Mabry loses the football, and Hamilton Badin recovers.
Yeah, Mabry, as he's going to the ground, just got hit, and ball pops out, rolls forward a couple feet, and no one's there to recover it besides Hamilton.
So now we'll have new people for Hamilton Badin as well. Quarterback is number 12.
It's going to be Alex Ritzy.
Ritzy?
Ritzy.
That's number 1. That's
Carter Russo.
Yep, Carter Russo. And Ritzy?
Yes, Alex Ritzy, R-I-T-Z-I-E. Russo comes out of the game. Looks like he hurt his knee.
Well, whatever. They just went my sponsor list. There went everything.
Wind just picked up a big gust and just blew
everything
off our table up here.
Oh. You know, and I just made that sponsor thing today and laminated it just for this occasion, and then it just blew off the top of the roof here. Good thing I saved it on the computer, though, so I can make one for next year. 7:40 remaining in the football contest. Hamilton Badin has the football on the Rough Rider 29-yard line. It'll be third down and a couple. We'll call it a long one. I think number 7 was the ball carrier for Hamilton Badin.
Zach Yordi.
I think that's the coach's son.
Looks like most of St. Mary's is starting
defense
is in there.
Still on the field. So we've got a timeout called. Clock has stopped.
They're going to measure it?
No way.
Wow.
Well, oh my gosh, they actually are.
Timeout for a measurement.
The ball's on the hash mark. I don't understand why they need to. Well, I guess the first down marker though isn't on a hash mark.
Right.
Joe, it's probably a good time to start thinking or talking about the St. Mary's seniors and the senior class that unfortunately are going to be playing their last 6 or 7 minutes of football here. This class, I've just heard so many good things from community members about this class from top to bottom. Great character guys, great teammates, great examples to younger children in the school systems, and a lot of great football players.
Absolutely.
We saw this team start off the year rough, 2-2, some very tough games early on with Wapakoneta and OG.
Right.
And then we saw them come together as a fist, take care of business against a lot of teams.
Right. Beat Van Wert, the number one team at the state in the Division 4 at that time.
Yep.
Knocked them off convincingly. Rizzi tries a quarterback sneak, and I don't think he's going to make it. Unless they're going to give it there on the second and third effort, but I think the Rough Riders stopped him initially.
That's not another measurement, Joe. They say he didn't make it, so there's a great stop there from St. Mary's defense.
But you know, Zach, you're absolutely right. It's always tough. You know, when you're a senior, this is your final game, and you move on. And of course, a lot of these guys will go on and they'll wrestle and they'll play basketball and they'll go on in the spring and play baseball and run track and things of that nature. But we just seen the Rough Riders just mature, like you were saying. They started out slow, 2-2, and then you could just see them mature. They're going to give them a first down as they measure. So it'll be first down, Hamilton Badin. But you know, they just matured and they just got better fundamentally, and that's what Coach Bo Fry spoke about. He says, we got to take care of ourselves. We got to get better. And they did. You know, they just run into a buzzsaw tonight, and this Hamilton Badin ball club is deserving of the number one ranking that they received. I think they're number 2 in the state, I believe. Are they number one?
I saw number one in the AP poll,
okay,
and number 1 in our region for the seed.
And well-deserved.
And undefeated.
And well-deserved.
Yeah, it's easy to see why.
Absolutely.
I think that the score has really gotten out of hand here with St. Mary's. St. Mary's is not a team that plays well down.
Right.
And not a team that plays well at all down 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Right.
So we've seen the score get a little bit out of hand here. But
and of course they had to rely on the pass, and that's not St. Mary's football either.
Right.
So
a lot of the score could have been a lot closer, is what I'm saying. I think than how it's gotten here at the end of the game. But
of course, we had to deal with the weather and the elements and things like that. But here's the argument: both teams have to play in it.
Yep.
So.
But this is a very good Hamilton Badin team that I think is going to go pretty far in this tournament.
Yeah. Trying to think of who they will play.
They'll play the winner of Bellbrook and Tippecanoe.
There you go. There you go. You're right. Boy, can you imagine these guys against Bellbrook?
Yeah. Smash mouth.
Zach Yordy on the carry for the Badin Rams. Clock continues to run. We're under 5 minutes at 4:55 remaining. 45-10 on the St. Mary's Theater scoreboard.
Right now in the fourth quarter, Bellbrook is up 31-7 over Tippecanoe. So most likely that'll be Bellbrook and Hamilton Badin.
At a site to be determined. Alec Ritzy, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Gives the ball to Yordy, and he'll make it to the 15-yard line, so we'll give him a gain of 2. We'll call it fourth down and about 3. You know, again, I think we'd also want to emphasize and thank our entire sponsors that have been on board with us throughout the season. Laura Yelton, State Farm Insurance for our kickoff, Fowler's TV for the first down, Dave Weilbacher, attorney at law, our penalty sponsor.
American Manufacturing Solution on the scoreboard.
As well as the St. Mary's Theater on the scoreboard. Hewer Renovating for our halftime and postgame shows. Guarneri's Pizzeria for sponsoring the big Roughrider replay.
Also, VFW, Eagles, American Legion.
Yep.
I heard all season from individuals, especially during away games and games like this, sitting back there in St. Mary's, listening to us, watching us. We really appreciate that. Doug said it during the halftime, Joe. You didn't hear, but he said, the sponsorships are obviously really needed, but it's when we hear from people in town and community thanking us for it, being able to bring their relatives from out of town, the game, that's what really makes it worth it.
Absolutely. It's been a lot of fun. It's been enjoy working with you, Zach, again. I think this is our 3rd year. Hopefully, if everything goes right, we'll be back and do it again next year. But it's been a pleasure to work with you as always. And Rider Nation Station has a lot of things taking place this winter as far as maybe the winter sports schedule is concerned. Rough Rider boys and girls basketball.
Very exciting year for Rough Rider boys basketball with Austin Parks. National recruit.
Absolutely, and of course I'm sure. Oh, there's a nice little run by Ross Henshin. Ross busted out to the 38-yard line, so it'll be a Fowler TV first down. But the wrestling team, I'm sure Dave Weilbacher, who's an assistant coach with Larry Gruber, they've got high hopes for a great season. They've got maybe some possible state qualifiers.
We've seen some great wrestlers on this football team and really make a difference. And I love there's been times when you've had some people just be wrestlers and some people just be football players, and I'd love to see both of those excel.
Yep. Helmelgarn on a sweep to the right. You'll get the corner, and he was dragged down. And there's a Dave Weilbacher penalty. Might be a horse collar.
Yeah, watch this replay here. Helmelgarn takes the ball outside, little sweep, makes a nice little move, gets to the outside, and 13 just grabs him by that. He may have had the jersey there, not the pads. Unfortunately, we probably won't be looking at anything with rules of the game this week, but we've talked about that in previous rules of the game with Mark Sisko, that it's actually supposed to have the pads for that to be called.
Right.
Don't mind protecting them, though, here at the end of the game.
For the St. Mary's Roughriders, they're going to finish the season 10-3. Sullivan on the carry. We'll give him a gain of about 9 on the play. But the Roughriders will finish the 2021 campaign 10-3. Finish second in the Western Buckeye League behind the Wapakoneta Redskins and the Van Wert Cougars. And, of course, hats off and congratulations to, I think, Bo Fry.
Yeah.
His first year as the varsity head football coach at St. Mary's. There's
I think you thought that
Colton Mabry on a big run. That'll be another Fowler TV first down. As he gets down inside, they'll place it at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, no, I think that's very true, Joe. I think everybody just assumed, oh, it's Bo Fry, it's Doug's son, so it's just going to be ho-hum and take over, and it has been, but it doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't.
Doug Fry has not been, a huge part of the program this year, especially in practices and everything else.
Helmelgarn dances, and he's going to run out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. But I don't think the Roughriders are going to be able to get it off. So that's going to be the end of the ball game. So the St. Mary's Roughriders finish the season 10-3 as they lose to the Hamilton Badin Rams 45-10 here at Trotwood Madison High School in the Division III Region 12 regional semifinal game as the two teams meet at midfield and congratulate each other on for the Roughriders, a season well done. For the Badin Rams, they will live to play again, and it looks like they will take on Bellbrook next week in the regional final, somewhere to be determined later. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back, maybe take a look at some stats. We're going to wrap things up so we can get off this roof and get home. All right, we'll do that more right after this. And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits,
Check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet.
Well, hello and welcome back to the Hugher Renovating post-game show. We're going to bring some stats here, relatively quick, I think, post-game show. I think we summed up a lot of our thoughts there in the fourth quarter. Looking at stats, St. Mary's had, of course, the final score, Badin 45, St. Mary's 10. St. Mary's had 15 first downs, Badin had 14. St. Mary's had 247 total yards, Badin had 297. St. Mary's was 6 for 17 passing with two interceptions for 84 yards. Hamilton Badin was 11 for 13 with 117 yards. St. Mary's had 43 rushes for 163 yards, and Badin had 30 rushes for 180 yards. St. Mary's had 3 fumbles, 1 lost. Badin had 1 fumble, none lost. Penalties, St. Mary's finished 1 penalty for 15 yards. Badin finished with 4 penalties for 50 yards. Third down conversions, St. Mary's was 3 for 12. Badin was 2 for 8. Punting stayed the same, basically. 5 punts for St. Mary's, 132 yards. 3 punts for Badin, 110 yards. Average drive start, pretty much the same. St. Mary's on the 39.1 yard line, Badin on the 38 yard line. Time of possession, St. Mary's had 25 minutes and 53 seconds to Badin's 18 minutes and 41 seconds. Passing for St. Mary's, Cody Wallace was 6 for 14 for 44 yards. Gavin Reinecke 0 for 2. Braden Himmelgarn, rushing-wise, 13 rushes for 63 yards. What a career for Braden Himmelgarn. Ross Henson as well, 11 rushes, 61 yards. Braden Sullivan finished with 5 rushes for 30 yards. Great seniors there.
Absolutely.
Receiving-wise, Gavin Reinecke, 3 catches for 19 yards on those hook and ladders. Braden Himmelgarn, 2 catches for 32 yards, and Braden Sullivan, 1 catch for 33 yards. So that's going to do it for stats. Joe, any final thoughts?
Well, it's been a great year. I enjoyed it. The Roughriders played their hearts out. And, you know, when you counted them out at 2-2, we thought, where's this program going to go? They kind of found themselves, and then they marched on and made it to the regional semifinals here. But, again, they ran into a pretty doggone good football team in the Hamilton Badin Rams. So I've enjoyed every minute of it, and I hope you back there watching and listening have enjoyed Rider Nation Station's coverage of Rough Rider football throughout the course of this football season.
Yeah, and I just want to say thanks again to Hugher Renovating for sponsoring our post-game show. With your final score, the Hamilton Badin Rams 45, St. Mary's Roughriders 10.
For Zach Farrell, our entire Rider Nation Station crew tonight, I'm Joe Hurlbert. Thanks for watching, everyone, and thank you for your support. Until next season, with more Rough Rider football, so long, everyone.
Awards in St. Mary's and Wapakoneta is your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. Family run since 1960, Speckman Automotive upholds the tradition of blending old-fashioned customer service with modern technology that the customers expect and deserve.